but I feel like he be knowing that shit too. He probably does it properly. I'm not gonna be surprised. I don't think that's just a Jake thing. I think anybody does this. Jake probably came up with it.
We love. So. All right, hey, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, before we get started, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chakodash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule well and taught us truth. And as always, giving peace, much love, and salutation to those for elect. All right, it's the Great Millstone Nashville Camp coming at you with a quick lesson through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, Lord willing to be edifying. As you see the title, You've Been Warned, okay, which, you know, the Most High has his prophets out in the highways and byways consistently, week in and week out. You know, we put up videos. Brothers are uploading videos daily, sometimes every other hour, okay? And just like it says, man, you've been warned, and if you don't take heed to the warning, then that's going to be on you. All right, go ahead.
I'm actually going to start at the top. But Ezekiel 33:1, and I'll read down the verse 4. Verse 1, it says, Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, When I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he bloweth the trumpet and warn the people. Then whosoever heareth the sword of the trumpet, and take not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. So this is our job that we're supposed to do. We're supposed to warn the people and get the blood off our hands, because it doesn't matter if you receive it or not, because it's already set up for Yahweh from Yahweh Shem Shai that's going to show who's going to get it and who's not. But as the Lord tells us to teach, we did our part and got the blood off our hands. So it's up to you if you want to receive this truth or not.
Right. Go ahead.
That's it for that.
That's it on that one.
Well,
you already jumped down, right?
I got the verse 4, but really, nah, that's good.
Okay, con.
That can go on forever.
And the main thing that the prophets, the true prophets, that I should say, all right, the true prophets of Yahweh Shem Shai warning you about is this MOTB, all right, that RFID chip, man, which is soon to come, all right. Now, brothers got precepts on that.
I got a precept segue into that.
Come.
Isaiah 42:9. Behold, which means look, the former things are come to pass. So what's one of the former things? Hey, Israelites going into slavery. Deuteronomy 28:6. That's a former thing. Guess what? It came to pass. And new things, new prophecies, do I declare it before they spring forth. I tell you of them.
Yeah.
How is the Lord telling? Through the prophets.
Through the men. Real quick. 2 Andrews 9:1-2. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. But it says, which I have told thee before. You see, so the Most High has been speaking through his prophets, you know, telling the people about the up and coming destruction of this place, man. You know, everything was foretold in the scriptures. It was a couple days ago when we was doing one lesson, it was talking about it spoke on Yahweh Shai, and then it spoke on some other things, but it kept saying how it was spoken of, before times, man. You know, the prophets been prophesying these things, and all the things have came to pass. So that doesn't mean, and these people are stupid. Here it is. You had Noah prophesied about the flood. You had the prophets prophesy about the destruction of all these other previous kingdoms, and they fell. But these people don't believe the prophets about America falling, man.
Yeah, because when you read the scriptures, it talks about every kingdom that fell. But now, this one kingdom that we're in, this magically is not going to fall, but everything else did. It kind of doesn't make any sense. Because then that would be the kingdom. Because that's a kingdom that's never going to fall, but we're not there yet.
I got a quick precept.
Go ahead.
Show you how long the Lord been prophesying about his second coming. Jude 1:14. And Enoch, also the seventh from Adam. Enoch, the seventh from Adam. You know how long ago that is? Prophesied of these, saying, Behold, the Lord coming with 10,000 of his saints. Enoch prophesied about the second coming. He didn't prophesy about the Lord coming down on the cross. He prophesied about the second coming. The seventh from Adam. You just got to wrap your head around it. And guess what he got for his for him prophesying? He was translated.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even see death. And that's what we hope in this time frame to receive the same, blessings that were bestowed upon Enoch. Is he translated unto them chariots?
Yeah, it was. I think it was Acts, the 3rd chapter. Let me see.
I got something.
Go ahead.
Because it's gonna lead to the chip. This is Isaiah 43 and 19. Behold, I will do a new thing that it shall spring forth. Shall you not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. And that new thing that's coming into play into the society is the CHIP, the MOTB, the RFID. Okay, that's the MARK.
Mm-hmm.
That's the new thing that's coming upon the planet Earth.
So like, which is a damn shame we gotta speak like that, man, because Esau's, quick, to clip things, but that's how we know, Revelation 12 and 12, and the famine of the word is coming into play, man. Because he doesn't want people to be warned about the up and coming danger, and that's the thing. We speak about the up and coming danger, but the number one sure way to avoid that, is for one, clinging to the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai and not taking that mark, man. Mm-hmm. There's 2 marks that's written of. You get this, the mark of exemption, and then the mark of the beast.
Mm-hmm. They label it as misinformation.
Yeah.
One of the videos that I did was mentioning it, and it was labeled as misinformation.
Esau pig.
Like a motherfucker. You got something, Malachi?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Which also that mark of exemption you can't go and get at CVS.
Right, exactly. that has to be given through the spirit. Because what is it? The Most High sent the angels to go set that mark upon them. If I'm not mistaken. So see, that requires divine intervention. The Most High has to be dealing with you to send one of his angels to go and put that mark of exemption, because when those death angels come through, like they came through during Egypt for the Passover, what was the quote unquote mark of exemption then? Putting that blood post on your door.
Yeah.
You see? So that's really what it is now, modern day times. But you can't see it. Alright, because you did have one Jake out there talking about you can see oh God.
I know you tell me.
Yeah. He said he had Yahweh face on his forehead, yeah. Wrinkling his forehead and shit. I'm like, damn, bro. But go ahead.
Psalm chapter 85, verse 11. Truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
So, especially because we're talking about the prophets, and one of the ways that truth is really springing forth out of the earth is the internet, which is known as the unicorn. This is the way this is the fastest way. This guarantees there's no cloak for your sin.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it takes 2 seconds to look some shit up.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have 2 seconds. You got 24 hours in a day, and you don't have 2 seconds to figure out what the mark of the beast is.
Right.
But you've already seen it. Somewhere you've already seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's, basically what the prophets do is they break down and simplify words that people can't understand just reading them.
Right.
So they put it together off of the description and tell you that it's this.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take it, you're through.
Right. Yeah, that's and like you said, people don't even give the due diligence of putting the time in, to inquire. Like I think it was last week. It was that dude, which he looked like, he was a Jake for the most likely. But he had walked across the street, but after the bus had passed by, I seen him. He had stopped and was looking at us, and he stepped a foot forward to walk back. But then he was and then pulled the mask back up and kept walking down the street. So it's like you didn't even have, which we never hold people hostage, what I'm saying? But you have at least 5 minutes out of your day to spare, man. Right. Especially if it's about the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. These words of life and, these things that we speak about are life and death, man. This can, not guarantee it, but this is a very sure way of ensuring that you escape the up and coming destruction. The scripture say, roughly paraphrasing, if you do these things, you shall never fall. You shall never fail, roughly paraphrasing. You got something? Somebody get that Revelation 13, and I got the Revelation 20 to go with it.
All right, Revelation 13, verse 16.
Yep.
And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right. No one is exempt, man. Okay. No one is exempt from getting that mark that's spoken of. All right, which brothers go into it all the time.
Quran.
Yeah. once you go into, this is the importance. This is why the apostles push the importance of going into the meaning of words. You won't get a proper understanding unless you're going into the meaning of the words, man. You have to know what these words mean. These were written. You have to keep in mind these were not written originally in the English language. You know, 1,000 years ago they wasn't speaking English, bro. You know, and especially at this time it was a Hebrew, Greek, and
Latin.
Latin. You know, something like that. So it wasn't no niggas speaking English, man. They wasn't writing the books down in English, no, bro.
Right.
You know, and especially all in the Old Testament, that was nothing but Hebrew.
Right.
I got this, Revelation 20:4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Yahweh 1,000 years. You know, and that's speaking of the elect men, okay, of Yahweh Shai, starting to 144,000. You know, these are going to be the men that won't take that second, the ultimate jab. God damn it.
Right.
Why? Revelation 14:4. I'll start at verse 3, Salakia. And they sung it as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000, which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. Not talking about literal virgins, man. Okay? Because we didn't, the elect really can't commit spiritual adultery. You know, because when you go and you worship these other idols and these other gods, these false gods, that's exactly what you're doing. We're likening it to the Most High's woman.
I got you right here.
Go ahead.
2 Corinthians 11:2. For I am jealous of you with godly jealousy, for I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Hamashiach.
Exactly. So that's them. That's why the elect men they gonna be no virgins, man, because they're not defiled with these other these other philosophies that are going up and down the earth, man. AKA sleeping with these other women. Revelation 14:4. These are they which will not defile with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the Most High and to the Lamb. And I think it's in the Apocrypha where it talks about roughly paraphrasing, but those that stood so stiffly for the name, of Yahweh Shai Shai. So the elect men of Yahweh Shai Shai are going to be the ones to do that, man. Which we have a pretty good indicator of who those men are today, man. Okay. That was it on that. But
17.
yeah, you got anything?
Yeah, I got something.
And Malachi, you got anything?
Yeah.
All right, we'll close on Malachi, so y'all get yours, because we about to go ahead and head out.
Revelation 13:17.
Okay.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Right. And yeah, when you go into that word, mark, that's the word that it means charagma, which the root word is karax, meaning to stale it, and was it stale or no, stake, and impale. Just fucking up the word. It's like
being branded.
Yeah, and yeah, brothers use that analogy all the time. Essentially, Esau Edom putting his mark of ownership on it. Slapping the Coca-Cola
The
label
serial
on your
number
ass.
on you.
Right, yeah.
Probably of Esau.
Right, with a barcode. Go ahead, all right.
That's really what even the Social Security number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally.
birth certificates,
Birth certificate.
all shows
Driver's
ownership.
license.
Yeah.
You got all kinds of
You
numbers.
got numbers and tags.
But Esau want that number in you now.
Mm-hmm.
This is Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
Right. And give them warning from me. So Matthew 10:20, these are the Heavenly Father's words, man. Okay, and so that's all we're doing. We're out here simply warning you. We're giving you warning from Yahweh Shem Shai. Because, that's where people, tend to go off. They expect, as I say it all the time, the Lord to come down and sit on your bed, and rub your back and break down scriptures with you. That's not how the Most High operates, man. Okay? And even if he did do that, you niggas still wouldn't listen. Here it is. That's why the scriptures say, this generation seeketh after a sign. But when you go back until when we was getting delivered out of Egypt, the Most High showed part of the fucking Red Sea right in front of niggas. And they still went in the wilderness and didn't believe, man. So if they didn't believe then, and they actually seen those things happen.
Yeah, seen it.
How so much is now, which signs are being presented now, but it's not like, then, right now at least. It's gonna get ramped up, but by then it's gonna be too late.
Right.
The only thing that those signs are gonna, or the only people that those signs are gonna work for are the remnant. Cause they gonna see shit start to kick up and they all, oh shit, y'all need to get right. We about to have a vast majority of people come into this thing, man, into this fold. A lot of believers. Go ahead.
If I may add, because since we understand, the prophecies and we understand what the scriptures talk about chairs and brothers, we've seen actual chairs. So just how the Lord had it where that star, but it was actually a chariot that showed those wise men.
Mm-hmm.
We could the Lord could use that to guide us if He did it then.
Mm-hmm.
See, we know what we're looking for. We're like, man, that look like a chariot, and it's moving kind of erratic. They're like, no, the Lord telling me go this way.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord could guide us that way. Same
Mhm.
way He guided the wise man. He was like, because to the normal people, they just gonna be looking up. But we on the
Aliens.
run. We gonna be like, yo, the Lord said go this way.
Yeah.
Right. Aliens.
Because even sometimes when we see chariots and certain things, you might, whatever it is, like you might see, I know brothers spoken about it before, but, some brothers have gotten lost, but they seen the car pass with 144 on the license plate. They ended up following that car and they got back to, wherever they needed to be. So these things are going, and this is going to be the greatest salvation, or the greatest deliverance. It's going to surpass the one in Egypt, man. So best believe crazy things are going to happen.
Right.
Go ahead, bro. We'll close on yours.
Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. This is Yahweh Shai speaking.
Yep.
Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Right. And it's going, like I said, it's going to come upon all of them. Everyone is going to be put through that hour of temptation, man. Even the elect. But the only difference is the elect is going to get through it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They're going to push through it. Go ahead.
Read the 11th verse 2.
Come on.
Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
All right, exactly.
So that would take your crown.
Exactly.
If you fall into that temptation, your crown is gone.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And it's the same, equivalent, not the equivalent, Salaki, but, Jake got a, Jake today, they be saying, you never let another man touch your gun. Hey, man, nobody should be able to get close to your crown, man. The scriptures speak about what shall separate us from the love of Yahweh Shai. Shall angels, death, so on, so on and so forth. Okay, so it's ultimately nothing should be able to separate you from the love of Yahweh Shem Shai.
Especially not a job.
Exactly.
Some shit like that.
Nothing at all, man. This all these things are temporal and they're not eternal. Therefore, everything can be done away with. Everything is disposable, man. Even us ourselves are disposable. This is why it says present your bodies as a living sacrifice.
Right.
Brothers got anything else? Okay, come on. All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Lord willing, brothers will edify. I just want to put this up real quick before we close, giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Chakodash, Double honors once again to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us his truth. As always, giving peace, much love, and citation to those for elect. Keep pushing this good fight of faith. Don't let no man take your crown. As the scripture stated, Shalom, Kwam Yashar Allah, Baba Bo.
Shalom, Baba Bo.
Shalom.